All right, so this video is a quick tour of the Blackboard course site. First up, verify your campus email address. If it's not your @LC account, you should change it to that. And you should always be checking your @LC email address, both for important information about this class, but also from the college in general. So do the verify your campus email address. There are instructions there if you do need to change yours. Checking your @LC email is a requirement of this asynchronous online course. The announcements area here has always has important information. I post regular reminders when things are due. Any additional information, any scheduling changes or other relevant things that I need to communicate with you will show up in the announcements. Important or timely announcements will also go to your @LC email. If I need to reach out to you individually, that will go only to your email, not in the announcements, of course. So looking at both announcements and your Lehman College email is going to be very important to keep the lines of communication open in this asynchronous class. The next area here is course information and syllabus. The syllabus and schedule are here in two different formats. Make sure you have a copy of that for yourself. Make sure you've read through the syllabus, ask any questions you may have about anything in there. You are fully expected to know what's in the syllabus, and it's your guide to the class. The schedule here lists each week and the assignments due in that week. So make sure you pop those into whatever calendar you use, iCalendar, Google Calendar, paper calendar, and keep track of your deadline so you're not missing work and getting bad grades in the class. Below that, there's information about the time that I'm available weekly, but also by appointment. As of the making of this course tour video, I have not yet established a schedule with our teaching assistant, but that will appear there very soon. Here's a link to the textbook for this class, a link to the YouTube channel for the lecture videos that accompany the textbook for this class. And here is a bar graph showing, a pie chart showing how you're being graded in the class. Below that, I will have this course tour video linked up after it's done. Everything you need will be linked up or saved into the week by week folders. Okay, so again, the weeks are listed out in the course schedule that's attached to the syllabus, but they're also listed here. So our first week is a little more than a week. It's about a week and a half because we start on a Wednesday. But there's a lot to do in that week and a half. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're always going through the week by week folders systematically and carefully. The items are there in order for you to meet them in that order. Of course, if you come back on another day, you may just be skipping through things you've already taken a look at, but make sure that you've seen everything. You always want to read the learning objectives, know which chapter we're covering or chapters in the week. We're not doing it in a standard way necessarily in this class after we get through the first few weeks at least. So you want to make sure you're always paying attention to that. There's the sort of weekly step-by-step stuff that you need to do that lists the assignments, right? A link again to the textbook chapter. And even though the YouTube channel is linked under course information, I've got all of the videos that you would need for this first chapter. Okay, so there's a lot of them. We've got a week and a half to watch all of those videos and take notes. The chapter quiz is linked here. You'll see it in a second in another area of Blackboard, but this link will take you right to that. You also have to do a discussion board every week, and discussion boards are going to be done in the group area. So this is a very large class and all students are broken into smaller groups so that you can reasonably have a discussion. If you had to read the posts of all of the students in the class, that would take an enormous amount of time. So you'll do your discussion boards in the group area, which you'll see in just a minute in this video. Also, unfortunately, because of that setup, this link won't take you straight to the discussion board. But again, I'll show you that in a minute. It says go click on your group number and then go click on the discussion board. Each week you will be doing a piece of or completing a project for the unit. And so you'll always have the instructions for the piece for that week laid out here, right? Have a little video where I'm talking about it. I encourage you to do a check-in. Don't know what a check-in is? Read the syllabus. And anytime you have questions, you can post them in Blackboard or you can email them out to me. So this is what's in your week 1 folder in the week by week area in week 1. Okay. You can see I put the week 2 folder here, but you're not seeing anything in that folder right now. Okay, it will appear there well in advance of the end of week 1. So again, the materials that you need for the week are always going to be in there or linked in there. In the class groups area, you see 6 groups listed here. That's because I'm in every group. But when you click on class groups, you will only see one group. Okay, you might be in group 3, then it would say group 3. And you would click on group 3 and scroll down and go to the group discussion board. And when you do that, you'll see a couple of things. There's an introduction forum for you to meet your group members and introduce yourself. And then there is the discussion board that is set up for the week that you need to do. Okay, so I've got it in 2 steps here. This is for your first week. Okay, so again, class groups, you'll have one group number, you'll click that, scroll down, go to your group discussion board. Okay, quizzes. This is some general information. If you are not familiar with taking tests in Blackboard, that's there for you. If you've taken tests in Blackboard before but had problems, do read that information. And then I have the quizzes laid out, and I have more visible right now so you can kind of see how things will go, but don't rush ahead to answer those quizzes. You'll have to read the textbook chapter and you'll have to watch the video lectures before taking the quiz, because that's what you'll be asked about in those quiz questions. Okay, so in Unit 1, there are 3 quizzes that you'll take, right? And they're laid out in the schedule that's attached to the syllabus. Okay, so that's the quizzes area. Each unit, you will do a project for this class. This will have a project overview, right? The project is built in pieces and each of the pieces is listed in your week by week folder. Okay, we'll have examples. I don't have the example posted as of the making of this video, but it will be there soon. And when your project is completed at the end of each unit, you see here that in the last week of Unit 1, the project is due. That's when you will come here and you will click and submit your project. Okay, so that's the unit projects. This link says instructor's office, right? You can click here to post questions that you may have about readings, assignments, or other activities. If you have time-sensitive or personal issues that you want to ask about, then you should email them to me instead of posting here. But this is a good area for posting things that other students would benefit from hearing the answers to, just like you would raise your hand in class and everyone else could hear the answer and benefit from that. So this is the instructor's office here. Blackboard Collaborate Ultra is like Blackboard's version of Zoom. As a student in a fully online asynchronous class. I hope that you're already familiar with this. But if you're not, the course room is here and you would click to join the course room. No one's sitting in the course room. We would use this if you scheduled a meeting with us or during drop-in hours. You might find me or the teaching assistant for the class in the course room here. Okay, so that's again for scheduled or for pre-scheduled or for arranged appointments. We could meet virtually in Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Whenever assignments are graded, you will see the grades post here under your grades. Okay. There are some other general resources that are listed here. They're kind of not specific to this class. They're in probably all of your Blackboard course websites. Okay, so that's your course tour video. Helps you think about how to navigate Blackboard so that you're not unfamiliar, so that you know where you're looking for things. At any time you have questions, though, you should always send an email.